All right. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cam here at Cam's Recording Studio, bringing you guys the first episode of In the Studio Podcast. So this is basically going to be a podcast where I take artists from around the city, maybe even other states if we get to that point. But basically, we just talk to artists, videographers, photographers, producers, anybody who's a creator, and just kind of does their own thing. So today I have my friend Cxmmiio on today. Really talented artist. You guys got to check him out. You're on all platforms, correct?
Go stream. Dream World is on all platforms. All my music is on all platforms. I make every genre. I don't stay in just one genre. I make different stuff for different audiences. So y'all go check me out. Cxmmiio. Cxmmiio. And yes, like I said, y'all can go check me out on all platforms.
We'll have links in the description as well for easy access. So didn't you just do something with Dream World? Didn't you have it on like a live show or competition or something? What was that about?
All right, so last night I did it was with Ugly Money Entertainment. It was one of their reps, one of their A&Rs, and did I submitted my song. You know, I paid to submit my song in, and then it was going against other songs. We might put a clip in the video, but it was going against other songs, and he basically doing like touchdowns. So it was like first down, then second down, third down, fourth down, and my stuff made it to fourth down and scored a touchdown. Basically, after fourth down.
How does that work? All right,
so
elaborate. I'm a little confused on that. How does that work?
All right, so basically, so he played my song, and then so my song did good. It did better than the other song. So then, boom, he played other people's songs to see if their song would like be better than mine. It's like who song was better to make it to the start off on first down,
right?
Then you go to second down, then third down.
So you scored a touchdown?
Yes, I scored 2 touchdowns actually.
All right.
Dream World actually did 2 touchdowns back to back until I lost to another good upcoming artist from Alabama. But either way it go, Dream World still got 2 touchdowns. Then I also submitted my song Dream World, and I submitted Track Hawk today to another A&R rep in Texas, and he was also messing with Dream. He was also messing with Dream World, and he was messing with Track Hawk. We could put their clips in the video so y'all can see how they reacted to the Dream World, bro. I'm telling you, go check it out, bro. Go check it out.
So I seen you because that's actually really the reason that I had wanted to bring Cxmmiio on today is because, I feel like you've been doing a lot of things that I have been pushing for artists to do for very long. And we were just talking about this earlier. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. Man, Cxmmiio has been out here, like I just said, like he's been doing these little competitions. He's also been doing shows, right? You've been having a couple shows recently, right?
Actually, yeah, I did so on the 22nd I did a show in Lafayette, Louisiana. And then I did a show for QC marketing manager, quality control marketing manager, Mr. 2 Official. I did that show on the 29th of October in Shreveport. And then I did good, so they invited me to do like 2 shows for free, and I picked the 2 that they did in Texas. So I went out to Dallas and did a show in Dallas, but I didn't do the other one. But
what happened to the other one?
I just came back home. It was just some stuff.
Up situation. Yeah.
So I was like, I'd rather just do the one in Dallas and then just come back home. So, but once again, good performances. Everybody was messing with me. I had the crowd dancing, doing their little dancey dance. I'm telling you, Dream World, how you doing your little dancey dance?
I guess you made some connections while you were out there as well, huh?
Of course, bro. Talking about I'm going around the room. I went around the room, especially when I went to Texas. I went around the room, the whole room, and was networking, getting everybody Instagrams, having everybody follow me. People was actually stopping me and coming up to me and asking me, what's my Instagram, and ask me where I'm from and stuff, and ask me where they could find the song. So I'm telling you, bro.
After you had performed?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I seen, because that's, man, just being active as an artist and getting out there and moving around with your music and just doing stuff is already like the biggest step. I mean, I've, as an engineer, engineered plenty of songs that just aren't doing anything. They're on the shelves right now.
Facts,
nobody's performing them, and it's
people want this dream. People chasing a dream, but they ain't putting in the work to achieve their goals. So you got to actually put in the work and actually put in the effort to achieve your goals. You're not going to see no progress if you just sitting at the crib making music and then just posting it and then not steady keep posting it and promoting it and buying promotions and going out to do performances and open mics, you just sitting at the crib and letting your song go to waste. But you say you want this dream, but you not.
See, but that's a good way to differentiate though who really wants to be an artist and who doesn't. Because I've realized all of the people who told me they wanted to be an artist and all of these things they told me were gonna happen that didn't. It's just like I look at it now and it's like, okay, you obviously didn't want it bad enough. Obviously, this wasn't something that you really wanted to implement into your life. So when I see people who are actually taking that initiative and actually trying to promote their own music, I mean, we don't have a label, you're not signed to anybody. So it's like nobody else is gonna do it for you. And a lot of people rely on this new technology of, oh, I can just post it and I'll blow up like Little Pump or something.
Nah, you gotta actually put in that work and actually get out there, market yourself. Marketing is the number one key. Marketing and promotion is the number one keys to success, and that's no doubt for sure. If you're not marketing your music, how people gonna see it? How is it gonna get in front of the audience that you want it to get in front of if you're not marketing and putting in money? You gotta put in money. You gotta lose money to make money. That saying is actually real. That saying real.
And you're really just wasting your money if you're going to the studio and you're just paying the engineer and paying for studio time and all of this and not doing anything with your music. That's what really gets me, especially when people spend a good bit of money at the studio, but they don't spend any of that money outside of the studio. So it's kind of like, man, why did you spend all this money on this music just to do nothing? And I'm sure there's people who just want to listen to their stuff and all that, but then there's people who really think that they want to blow up. And it's like, you can't build anything without having concrete to stand on, without having like a platform. Facts. People who rely on music just exploding overnight and stuff, like that stuff doesn't actually just happen how we think it does. Like when things explode, it's usually because people already have some sort of platform, whether it can be a small platform, but you have to have like some type of following that's gonna cause that reaction, that's gonna cause you to blow up. I mean,
ain't gonna fake. Now, some people actually, can actually like blow up like overnight. It depends.
Well, yeah, especially with like TikTok and stuff now.
Like,
sure. Yeah, I mean,
if
it's
somebody
definitely
run into it,
you can. But I mean, again, everybody talks about it. The chances of that are completely minuscule, especially when everybody's trying to sound the same and do the same stuff. That makes it a little hard.
You gotta kind of stand out and make yourself unique. You gotta also have creative content. Creative content also is a number one key factor. Like if you don't have any creative content and you just sitting in front of a camera and just sitting there and like not doing anything to try to promote your music, people don't want to see that, bro. You wanna be creative, bro. Go skydive and promote your song, bro. Do something creative. Go jump in a Shark Tank or something, bro. People want to see you do creative things to promote your music. If you just like I'm saying, just sitting in front of a camera and hoping people to go mess with your song, that's not gonna work, bro. Sometimes it works for people, but not all the time, bro. You gotta actually put in the work, bro. Put in the work, put in the effort to make your song blow up the way you want it to blow up.
One thing that I had noticed a little recently too, and I kind of noticed this in my own work, is seeing how we have a lot of thoughts about what the world thinks. And I know this was a big problem for me, and I'm sure this is a big problem for a lot of artists as well. Where we kind of have this image in our mind of what people are going to say or what they think and things like that. And I feel like a lot of times we let that kind of just take over everything to where, I've even made little videos or stuff before and then been like, nah, like I start thinking about what people are going to say and stuff. But when I was just thinking about myself and making the video and doing what I wanted to do, it was fun. And it was just me being myself. And I realized I think we have a big problem with just the mentality approach to it and just going into things thinking in the wrong way. Because as soon as you pick up a camera, like this podcast, we literally just threw this together. Like this is the first episode. Yeah, like we just talked this morning. Or it was around noon.
It was like around 1 o'clock. I had just got out of class, bro. I was telling them about a promotion that I had just got, and I was telling them like somebody had said the mixing was good. So I had to put my boy on, you know what I'm saying? I screenshotted it and sent it to him because my boy do a good damn job of fucking mixing, bro. But I had to tell him, and then he just brought up the podcast, and I'm like, oh yeah, bro, of course, bro, I'm coming home today. I had to drive from school and everything, but I'm also a college student, so I had drove home from school and everything, but here we are doing this podcast, bro. First episode.
And
I'm actually feeling good about it.
That's exactly why he's here as well, is because I'm a very spur of the moment person. I'm a very just go with the flow wherever life takes me. And like today, whenever he had called me and was telling me about what he was doing, it just kind of popped in my brain where I realized, like, man, this dude has been working, bro. Like, even when I feel like, taking a break or whatever, I see this man has been consistent, posting on TikTok, posting on Instagram, promoting that he's doing shows, all of this stuff. Like, it kind of dawned on me, and that's why I had that spur of the moment, like, let's do a podcast. Because I've been thinking about doing a podcast for so long. I mean, since we first started working, I had to have been mentioning this, man.
Nah, he has been mentioning doing a podcast or doing like interviews and stuff. He actually been on this shit, bro. My boy not only an engineer, he also doing music videos. He doing photo shoots for people, bro. And now he doing a podcast, bro. Come on, bro. That's multi-talented, bro. I'm telling you, bro. A lot of engineers. I mean, a lot of engineers not out here doing photo shoots and music videos. You might have someone that's doing it, but like to do all this in one and still, try to live your bro. That's talented. I can't count.
Hey man, I just realized that in this world, like really your value is whatever you put your value at in this world. That's a huge thing that I've learned is whatever you set your value at. That is your value. If you say this is how valuable I am, people choose to either respect that that's how valuable you are or not. Yes, I've been realizing that I have, I didn't go to school for this, so I'm not a certified person, but I've learned that these days with the access to knowledge that we have on the internet and all of that, there's so many routes to be able to learn things and at least get your feet wet and start really figuring things out, So I realized, kind of off the studio stuff, you can get paid for whatever you want to do. You just have to provide value to the world. Like, I could have provided value in any other way as well. There's plenty of routes, and you're providing value through your music. I'm providing value through helping create the music, helping create the idea and everything. And honestly, like, the world is our playground, man. Like I've been realizing that the more you learn, the more skills you learn, the more talents you learn, or the better you get at things. That's valuable now. If you spent years to learn something, or you've been doing something just as a hobby for a while, some of y'all could look at that and be like, oh, I could really do something with this here,
Just like when it comes to music, bro, like, yeah, you can have the lyrics and you can have the lyrics, the cadence, the melodics, the melody, but if you don't have a good engineer or anybody like mixing your stuff good and the mix just sound off, bro, you gotta like, it takes a good engineer and a good artist to make a beautiful art, bro.
Right.
And that's what we do, bro. We is a duo, bro. I ain't gonna count, bro. We is the dynamic duo,
Hey,
bro.
It was crazy too. I'll be brutally honest, and I've already told him this. I really didn't even like his music in the beginning, 100%. But that was when you had first started coming to me, I remember. But it was just like, I think that was like your first time?
It was my first time. All right, so, bro, so me and my friend, we booked a session. Like, at first I didn't know we had a studio down here in the city that we from. So we booked the session though. And so we like, oh yeah, bro, we finna go in there. We booked like 4 hours. We like, oh yeah, we finna go in there, bro. We finna make like 6 songs, bro. Tell me why we came out with 1 song, bro. And the only song we came out with was the 1 song that I made, and it's called Chrome, bro. And it's like, that song, it's good, but all my other stuff better. But you can go to Chrome and you can just listen to all my other songs as you can see the development and the growth that I had in my music. And like, it's been a lot, bro. It's been a long road, bro. I really just been chilling though.
We've really grown and created, your sound just through time and stuff. Because like I said, in the beginning, it was like
my sound was iffy. But he said, if you keep coming back, like,
you're going to get better.
You're going to get better. Like, you're going to find your sound eventually. So
the man stayed consistent. That's why we're here today.
I stayed consistent. I stuck with the plan. I kept coming back, bro. I kept making stuff, finding my sound. So boom, now I found my sound. So now that when I come up in here, I send them a beat. Hey, I get right to it, bro. It's like, it's easy. It's like candy. Like, it's easy, bro. Like, I just can come in here, give him a beat, hop in the booth, put my vocals and everything down. He gonna get me right, bro. The he mixed, so he gonna get it right for me, bro.
That's another thing that is your diversity and diving into other genres as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think especially why, because whenever we had first started working, it wasn't that I didn't per se just not like your music. It just didn't catch my attention at first.
Yeah.
But then it was just kind of like, once I started seeing you diving into other, like you bring beats to me and I'd be like, bro, like where did you grab this random ass beat from? And it'd be a YouTube beat, but it would be crazy. But
Facts, bro.
you know, those are hit or misses. Like a lot of YouTube beats, you know, a lot of them sound the same. It's hard to find really good ones on there with how saturated the type beat market is and all of that. But this man was just bringing crazy beats on like different genres and shit. And I'm just like, hold up, bro.
And he just listening, bro. He like, bro, you bring a different beat every time, bro.
But he brought the vision with it as well, because you can't bring all of that and just expect, you know, if you're not at least some type of solidified artist in your sound and who you are and how you present yourself, it's not gonna work, you know. But you've been very versatile to be able to keep your same. I know it's you, even though it's on another. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that's Cxmmiio right there. You know what I'm saying?
Versatility. If you're not a versatile artist, like you can make it, but like you also gotta be versatile, bro. Like you gotta also attract to like different audiences. Like you can stick to your one audience and that's cool, but like sometimes people gonna get tired of it, but they want to see the versatility that you have. They want to see the diversity. They want to see the growth. They want to see what you able to do instead of just doing your same exact flow. And that's like a lot of artists' downfall, because some of them just want to stick to rapping about killing and everything, and they don't want to just step outside their comfort zone and then do something different other than, oh, I just killed this nigga the other day, or I just killed this person the other day. I just hit a lick. Man, talk about something else, bro. Man, get somebody hype, bro. Make some rage music or something. Make some mosh pit music or something, bro.
I'm kind of glad you brought that up, because that's another thing that I've been starting to pay attention to lately. You know, because as an engineer and as starting up a studio and trying to run things, I was just letting all kinds of people in. And I've started realizing, you know, especially with just the passing of Takeoff, RP Takeoff here recently,
yes,
like
RP Takeoff,
we see shit like this happening, and you know, we acknowledge it when it happens, but we never really just learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of just
like the same thing. It's like history just repeats itself, bro. And it's
until we finally learn our lesson. It's like, what is going to be the lesson that really gets through? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it has to. At some point, it has to reach the people. Like, yo, like there's something going on here that we need to.
It's something happening that we need to kind of slow down and chill and like think like, damn, bro, why? Like, you know, because Takeoff really...
Music is influence, man.
Like, the situation with Takeoff, bro, Takeoff lost his life innocently. Like, that shouldn't have happened, bro. Because I seen the videos and Takeoff was just sitting back there. Like, yeah, he was just sitting there chilling, bro. He wasn't even talking. He wasn't arguing with nobody.
That's what I heard. So he wasn't even playing dice. He wasn't in the dice game, right? Yeah, it was somebody else playing.
So for that whole situation to happen, bro, it was sad to see. It's a sad thing in the world.
Happens too often.
Yeah,
I feel like it's been
something gotta change.
It's, you know, and
for sure.
I don't like to point fingers at anything, but we have to start to look at what we're you know saying through music, because I mean, like as a huge music connoisseur myself, like I mean, all the music that I've always listened to really did impact me in a lot of ways. Like I looked up to artists as how to present myself, how to act as a man, or how to get me through certain times I went through. Like music is an influence. So, you know, I know we like to brush things off and say like it's not that important, but what you're talking about really is important. Like there's people out there listening to the words.
Like,
and,
oh, okay. So
you know,
it's people listening to your words, and then they be like, okay, so he on this type of timing, so let me. It's people that actually try you on your words that you say in your song. So you got to be careful what you say and what you talk about, which is why I try not to talk about stuff like that. You know, I try to keep it PG-13. So I try to, you know, I stay in my own lane, because especially being from the city of Shreveport, bro, it's a lot of people that like hate out here, bro. And it's like, it's a lot of people that don't want to see you do good, bro. And like I say, bro, whenever I do make it, bro, I'm definitely moving out the city. I love Louisiana. Don't get me wrong, but I have to move out the city because it's a lot of people that'll kill you, or
Shreveport needs a hug, man,
or try to rob you, and because of they hate to see that you doing great. Like, bro, we could all come together as one, bro, and eat together, bro. Why you hating on the next man? Because he doing something. He probably doing something that, you know, that you could be doing, but you just want to sit down and, you know, think that being a local rapper, a known local rapper, gonna get you somewhere, bro. It only gets you so far.
And that's why people we don't have really anything just kind of popping out of here. You know, there's not really too much going on. Is because people don't like working together, and that's. I mean, I even have to pay attention to things of letting people know, you know, who's coming in, who's leaving out the studio and stuff. Like, I just don't even like that stuff, man. I'm such a cooling ass dude. I just like to. I don't like worrying about who's where, what's going. Like, man,
you ain't trying to worry about.
I'm worried about my money. I'm worried about getting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so. Sir. But just with all this, you know, I've been trying to really pay attention more to, I mean, because I've realized a lot of the artists, especially because I'm not, you know, you're not going to catch me cruising around listening to music about killing all day because that's just, like, when you look at me, that's not me.
Like I said, that's me too, bro. I listen to everything. I have to switch it up. I sometimes listen to rock, listen to hyper pop, I listen to rap, R&B, you know,
that shows in his music. That's another part of the versatility is listening to different music. So many people, I've met people who just listen to rap strictly, like just rap. And it's cool, but I can't understand it because it's like, man, like rap is just one little thing, bro. Genre
like, you don't get tired of just listening to rap. Like,
I do. I can't. I got to tap out of that frequency every now and then, tap into another one.
You gotta sit back and listen to some lofi, bro. Like it relax your mind. When you listen to other stuff, bro, you can because music is a big part of life. Music and laughter is a big part to a happy life for sure. Cause music definitely helps, laughter definitely helps. But like if you listen to like different stuff, bro, it can real life relax your mind. Like especially like for the artist, like if you writing and you just sitting there listening to rap, bro. Like when you writing, your mind gonna get tired. So listen to something out of your comfort zone. Like listen to some R&B or listen to some different genres to try to get some creative ideas.
And don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid to, because it seems like, especially working with a lot of artists, I feel like what I've noticed is a lot of the rap scene it's almost like they look at everything else as corny. You know, when you really like look at it, it's like if I roll up to the studio bumping, you know, some of my 80s rock or whatever in my car, they're like, you know, this corny ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of the way
that goes on to say what you had said earlier. Some people, especially in the city, they don't want to step out their comfort zone and try to make something else because they always thinking about somebody else's opinion. Like, oh man, we don't want to hear that. Like, you know, bro, step out your comfort zone. If you know that's what you want to do and know that's what you want to make, bro, do it, bro. Don't let, like me, you know what I'm saying? At first, I ain't really want to make different stuff because it's like, bro, people not gonna listen to this, bro. Right. It's like you start to feel like, oh,
you were thinking more about doing it for other people than just doing it for yourself initially.
So then I started to realize I had to step inside my mind and be like, bro, this is what I want to do. Because I'm real passionate about music. I've been making music since 8th grade, so I'm real passionate about making music. So I stepped inside my mind and was like, let me try to make something. Let me try to step outside my comfort zone and make something else. And then I made it. I made something different. Now people messing with that. And then I also got people messing with my rap music. And I got people messing, I got slow stuff, So I got people from different areas and like different audiences. That's another thing. Like you got to make music for different audiences. You can't just make it for just one audience. You got to think about, like, if you want to make it in the music business, you got to think about long-term goals. Like, you got to have long-term goals. You don't want to just have short-term success and then you make, like, 2 hit songs and then they wash you away. You fell off. Now you fell off. Now you had the buzz. Now you fell off. And now you trying to find, like, something to do. Like, you trying to... So...
Another thing off of what you were saying, too, is also, like, emotions, too. I feel like, because a lot of rap music, it's kind of... For the most part, there's one similar, I feel like, emotion that you can kind of grasp from listening to rap. And then there's a lot more, like, if you drop an album, or I've realized artists who can touch into their feelings, or artists who can touch into, like maybe somebody had a heartbreak. They make a song about their heartbreak. But then the next song could be about hustling and getting the money, upbeat, playing with different emotions as well, because not everybody is just always in that rap, just go mood, but like there's a lot of times where I'll cut it off and I'll listen to again like rock and stuff like that, or I'll even listen to still rap, but I'll switch it to more of like the
melodic and
different
sub genres of rap,
or and like maybe slow it down on rap or whatever, like just change it up because we all feel different emotions, and a lot of time we'll play music that fits the emotion or the mood that we're feeling at that time. You know, so when I'm playing music, I play a lot of different stuff because it depends on what my mood is and what my emotions are at that time. So as an artist, I feel like being able to tap into those emotions also gives just a whole nother lane of people because again, if you're just dropping gang gang, you know, straight up everything, that's all you have. That's all you have.
That's all you know, actually. Like,
but you know,
it's like, bruh, I ain't gonna fake, bruh. Switch it up, bruh. Can we please switch it up, bruh? Can we like stop talking about like violent stuff, bruh? Can we talk about love, bruh? Can we talk about the seasons changing, bruh?
Where do you see rap being in like 10 years?
Ain't gonna fake.
I know that's probably a really tricky question because that's been something that's actually been on my mind like a lot recently.
I'll say rap will probably be like, it'll probably be still like relevant, but it wouldn't be as relevant as it is today.
So do you think rap is having its shine right now? Like, do you think? Because obviously rap has been on top, right?
Rap on top right now. It's a lot of upcoming artists like Glorilla. You know, Uzi doing his thing. Even though he don't just make rap music, you know what I'm saying? Right. He kind of he in the genre. You know, Uzi doing his thing. 21 Savage and Drake just dropped their collab album. You know, you got who else? You got Ice Spice. Even though she made Munch, she got the other song called I think Bikini Bottom. She doing numbers right now. You got Yeet. They make different, but Yeet and Yeet, Playboy Cardi and all them, they make different stuff, but it's like you can still throw them in rap. But they also changing the game of rap, if that makes sense. Because they in their own lane.
See, and that's kind of because the way that I've been, like, obviously there's been talk for like probably years now about people saying how the music is starting to sound the same, how it's starting to, it's almost like we're running out of ideas and running out of, but the way I see it is like there has to be a breakthrough because if rap is gonna strive and gonna keep pushing forward, there's gonna have to be a breakthrough.
Like
the 808s and the same. Yeah. I feel like it's still popping right now. Like it's definitely it's not just gonna disappear tomorrow. But I'm just saying that's why I said like 10 years because I feel like over time like people evolve, people change. The music, it has to go somewhere else. It can't just stay here. You see what I'm saying?
It's just like
everything has its time.
The beats gonna start sounding like that shit from SpongeBob when he was like, dun, 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 dun.
But how far does that go though? Because we already have SpongeBob type beats.
Hey, facts.
We already have SpongeBob type beats. We already have rap type beats.
People gonna have to start making like, I don't know, you gonna have to start making beats out of the trash can and stuff, start making music like, cause, ain't gonna fake. Some like you said, some people run out of creative ideas when it comes to making beats because sometimes the beat sounds similar to something else, or it just like sounding the same. It's like it's repeating itself. Like
it's just like where does sound go?
Like sometimes you gotta take a break and kind of like realize like, I need to let me experiment. Like that's exactly what I do with my music. I'll be like, I sit in my room and I put my AirPods in and I'll be like, let me experiment. Like let me try to like write while I'm writing. Let me try to experiment how I want this to sound like.
Right.
Like, and then if I mess with it, I'll come to your studio and I'll put it down and you get me right when I tell you how I want it. Mm-hmm. But some people be like some people be scared to experiment, but like if you feel like it's gonna sound good to you, bro, that's the only thing that should matter, bro. Even though like you wanted to appeal to other people, if you think it sound good to you, bro, use that, bro. Like,
because there's gonna be people out there who will like it. That's something I realized too. Like again, we just talked about different emotions. There's certain people who will only listen to rap, and then there's people who will only listen to rock or who will only listen to R&B, whatever the case may be. Then there's people who listen to all of it, certain ones, whatever.
But Cam, I got a question for you, bro. I know you used to make music and stuff, bro, and like, yes, he definitely made music and he definitely was hard, bro. He is as good as a rapper. He is as good as a rapper as he is an engineer, bro. So what made you like kind of stop making your music, bro, to start doing engineering?
Man, really, It's really simple. It's really, I didn't like how I sounded, just how probably most artists are.
Because I know I don't like how I sound for sure.
I've realized it is a common thing that people don't like hearing themselves talk. I like hearing myself talk, but when it came to music, it's a different. You can't just sing over or talk over a beat and it just sits in there. You have to make it sit. Feeling.
You gotta like when I'm recording, bro. Like he even know, bro. Like when I'm recording, bro, I hate like hearing myself when I'm like when I'm recording. But I had to get used to it because he had got a new interface.
Yeah,
he had got a new interface, so I had got used to it hearing myself now. But at first, when he could like turn my voice off while I'm rapping, bro, I used to tell him like, "Go ahead, turn it off, bro. I don't want to hear myself, bro."
Artists get used to it now. When you go to the studio, if you're listening and you're not already locked in the studio, and there is studios out there that can do it, but I just realized that at a certain point, like, I mean, what's common is you're gonna want to hear yourself in the mic. So artists, just a pro tip, get used to it. I promise you, it's gonna save your life in every instance. Any studio you go to, you're gonna be able to hear yourself. So.
It actually is better. I'm glad I do hear myself now because like when I'm hitting like notes, I can actually hear it. So if I know I messed up on the note, I ain't gotta like have them like run it back and let me replay it.
If you work with auto-tune or anything, or even not even just auto-tune, just hearing your regular voice, when you're hearing how it's coming through that mic, you're actually knowing what it's sounding like as you're rapping it, so you're already getting that grasp. Like,
so that's another thing. That's why I kind of like had to, trigger, like put my brain into getting used to hearing myself. So now when I'm recording, I hear that I messed up, so I could just tell him like, scrap that, let me do this, instead of having to not hear myself and then he play it back and then I done messed up. So now I gotta scratch the whole thing, and that's a waste of time. It also saves you time.
Your engineer is going to absolutely hate you. I promise you. Even if your engineer can mute you, your engineer is gonna hate you. I promise you. It's just. Like for me, I don't even have the option to do it with my interface that I have now. It doesn't give me the option. I tried everything that I could. I don't even have the option. But there will be, probably some studios where you can, but I promise you, they're gonna hate you because it's so much more work just to unmute you, mute you, and be able to hear what you're saying while you're muted. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. So when you go to the studio, man, just get used to hearing yourself. I promise you. And if they have a delay, that's on the studio. The studio should have it to where when you're recording, it's real time. You're hearing it like we're talking right now, and we hear everything real time back into the headphones. There should be no delay, and if there is, it's computer problems and all that. But yeah, that's very important. Yes. But yeah, back to what you were saying though about that. That was kind of what got me into doing that. Was I as an artist wasn't able to get myself to sound how I wanted it to. Of course, I wanted to sound like The Weeknd or somebody. I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be able to sing and all this, but that is not one of the talents. I do believe God blessed me, but God did not bless me with the singing voice.
Talent.
Okay?
He didn't bless me with the singing talents, but I can harmonize. I know how to harmonize, bro. Band is a helpful thing as well, bro. I was also in band, bro. So band, we used to do, like my band director, he used to have us like sing our pitches of our notes before we played them. And so then whenever we played them, we can just hit the note.
Right.
So that's how I'm so good with like harmonizing myself. And like when it comes to doing like my vocals on my songs, I hear like the beat and I'll hum the notes. Mm-hmm. So whenever it's time to record the lyrics, I know what I'm going for and I know how to harmonize it and to synchronize it with the beat.
But you write your stuff, right?
Yeah, I write all my music.
So
besides a couple of them, like Lost, when I came in here and did Lost,
yeah,
I had just sent you the beat. Like I had just heard that beat like an hour before I came in here, and I just freestyled everything. Like,
I remember that because we were talking about that because I was like, dude, like this shit's like good as hell. And you were like, yeah, I just came up with that as I was going. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, I made a whole storyline, bro, and I ain't even write it down, bro. I need to actually write it so I can know what like I said in the song, bro, because I don't even.
I probably listened to it enough to know it.
I know it by heart. I know the song. I know the whole song by heart. But I'm saying like, I need to make a lyric video for that, bro. I wish I would have, bro.
Hey, that's a good idea. I just had one of my other artists, Joseph Glover. Shout out Joseph. He made a little lyric video for one of his songs.
Yes, sir.
And he got a good bit of views on there too.
Hey, people, bro. Content, bro. Content is the number one thing as well, bro.
You got to be on everything. You got to be moving, making motion.
Bro.
The internet is a freaking monster, bro. The internet is straight.
Like,
things are spit out quick as hell. Like,
if you don't have content, bro, bro, you can literally have. You don't even need an expensive camera, bro. You can literally have your friend take his iPhone. You don't want no Android. I ain't gonna quality on the Androids be a little iffy, bro. But if your friend got an iPhone, bro, and they in the studio with you, bro, have them record your content, bro. Like, have them record your sessions and have them, like, when you go do performances and, like, when y'all on the road together, bro, have them record that stuff, bro. People want to see content. Like, people want to see how your life is, like, even outside of music. If that's not dealing with music, even outside of music, they want to see how your life is, see how you living, and see, like, what you like to do. Like, content is the number one key. I wish I can go back in time, like, from the first time I came to the studio until now, and, like, I wish I had, like, content from all my studio sessions.
Behind the scenes and stuff.
Because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that didn't happen, bro. And, like, that's also in, like, the music that I make. Like, it's been a lot of stuff, bro. It's been a long ride, bro. But I'm glad I'm here where I'm at today, bro. My life actually kind of going pretty good right now, bro. I'm doing a lot of performances. A lot of people support me, bro. Shout out to all my supporters that support me. A lot of people, my family, my mama. Bro, my family was shocked when I told them I made music, bro. I kept that a secret all the way from 8th grade until, like, just last year, bro. Like I think I told them in 2020 or I told them in 2021. The first person I told out of my family was my sister and my brother, and I had showed them my song Bruce Wayne, and they was like, and I showed them Bruce Wayne and I showed them Chrome, and they was like, you actually kind of, you kind of talented. And so then I started making more songs, start progressing, like I said, growth and development. Then they like, oh yeah, like, you really got a chance to make it. So, like, that support, it's like having a support system, bro, is actually it's good as well. Like, it keeps you motivated, keeps you going, because I know that keeps me going. So your family did
support, but it's fully in support of you and your dreams.
Of course. My mom, sister, brother, everybody, even my friends, bro. Like, That's
something that we are both blessed with, I have to say. I mean, that's something definitely, like, we are blessed, because I do look around and there are the less fortunate people, who their parents or who guardians, whoever, just don't
support them,
don't support what they're doing,
and it's like they try to bash them, but you bashing your child, or you bashing somebody because they doing something that they want to do and they not doing what you want them to do. Yeah. So it's like you gotta support them, like, cause that can drive somebody off the edge, and, like,
I feel like, and you can help, like from, like, my parents at first when I was doing the rap and shit, they were kind of like, like, that's cool and all, but, they were like, think more realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like, parents, they want what's best for you, so they're like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Yeah. Like, but as soon as I showed that interest, though, my parents were super supportive and helped me out a lot. Like, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my parents. Like, shout out to them for real. Like, that's all love, for real. Literally. But that's something that we can definitely say, like, we're blessed, because that plays a huge role, and if you're less fortunate, you just gotta rock it out, man. You just gotta believe in yourself, be your own motivation, be your own inspiration.
Literally, bro. Cause when you, like, if you don't have nobody that supports you, bro, when you make it, bro, you can really flex on all the people,
and
bro.
Yeah, if they don't
flex on them, bro.
If they don't support you, honestly, that should give you more fuel,
more motivation
to show them wrong and be like, hey, remember, you didn't support me doing this, but look at what it's doing.
And now look what I'm doing. Like, you can really, like, I don't get mad at the people that flex and be like, and, like, the people that ain't have support and did it on their own. I'm not mad at you if you flex, bro. Cause, like, literally, bro, you did it on your own. Nobody wanted to support you. Now look at you. You at the top, and now people like from your past life trying to come back and try to deride you, bro. Like, like they try to, bro, flex on them, bro. Like, no, bro.
And I've realized a lot of people who don't have motion in their life are the ones who pay a lot of it. Well, then not even that'll do the deriding too. That'll be like. I mean, I've gone back to Texas where I'm from, it's hay bales and shit. Like, it ain't shit going on. People just, everybody knows everybody and stuff. When I go back there, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just doing no crazy shit. Yeah, like, of course I applaud myself on what I've done, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But I go back there and like I realize like I love when people compliment me, but sometimes it's just like, you know, like let's be real, this compliment it don't do as much for me because I mean, of course you're gonna compliment me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're not really doing nothing, so it makes sense, but it doesn't hit the same because it's like, you know, I look back at where I come from and that shit, it's like, you know, this is unheard of, like doing any creative shit.
Like I say, bro, shout out to the support system. Like, if you got a support system, bro, love your supporters, bro. Don't, cause there's a lot of people that'll get an ego, bro, and ego kills, bro. Like if you get a high ego where you like, oh, I did this on my own. When you had support and had people helping you, bro, people are not gonna mess with you. Like people, I hate when artists like that get big or like in the process of getting big, you pay for a feature or something, and then they scam you or they don't want to do your feature, like, and they try to like shit on you, bro. But you was doing the same thing I was doing. You just happened to like make it before I did, but you never know. I could end up being right behind you or being going surpassing you, and like I hate when people have an ego, bro. Ego really kills, bro. But like I say, shout out to the support system, bro. Cause like I said, I got a big support system. Like my mom and them. My family, most of my family support me. Also my friends, bro. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to my girl. My girl is a big supporter too, bro. Like dead ass, bro. She definitely supports a nigga for sure.
So do you pay attention to your haters or no? Like do you comment back? Like if somebody were to give a negative comment to you or shoot you a text negative, what do you do in that situation?
When I first started making music, people used to say I was trash, bro. Like. And like they used to comment, and I used to comment.
Does that still happen today or no?
No, it don't happen as it did. But when it was happening,
there's still those people.
Yeah, you still got people that's on the internet trolling. But when it did, when it first started happening, bro, I used to definitely respond with negative comments, and then I started realizing I'm like, they hating on me, but I'm feeding into the energy, so I'm sending out negative energy, like. I'm sending out negative energy in the world, and that shit comes back. So I just started responding positively. Yeah. Like people be like, "You suck," and I'll be like, "Well, at least you stream my song."
It's so easy to say that over the internet. It's so easy to just send a message like that.
It's a lot of trolls out there, bro. Like you trolling behind the screen to make yourself feel good, meaning that your life probably not as good as you make it seem. You just have a life on the internet, bro. And that shit not good. That shit not healthy, bro. Well, go outside, get some sunlight, bro.
I can't remember who it was, so I can't quote them, but I know somebody had told me that you're doing your fans. I never looked at it like this. I'm a huge responder. I'm a huge like. Oh yeah, somebody says some shit, I'm coming right back at you with some other shit. But I'm going deeper. You know what I'm saying? I go personal with it. Like
and that's how I used to be.
I get real personal.
I had to look at it though.
Right, you have to look at it different. But what was the initiative for me to look at it different was somebody telling me that you're really doing your fans a disservice by giving your. Especially if you make a post and you address some haters, you just did a disservice to all of your fans. Because I'm sure you probably had fans in there that were giving love, but you decided to pay attention to
the one that was hating, showing the negative stuff. Yeah.
That's where I realized, like, bro, like you said, you giving them a platform and you're doing exactly what they want you to do. They want you to respond. They want you to be upset.
Especially when you like a public figure and you in the public, like you basically in the public eye, but just on the internet. Like when you a public figure and like you verified and got millions of followers, millions of fans, millions of supporters, and then you go and talk about somebody that said something negative when you could have just skipped over that comment and show love to like your supporters. It's like it gives a bad effect. It gives a bad effect on you and gives a bad image of you because not only like you in the public eye, but like you a public figure, like you.
But it can also backfire on you, especially as a small artist. If you you go and put somebody who's negative to you on blast, because now other people are looking at it like you in drama and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Energy, like some people look at that and be like, oh, his energy off,
right? Or it's
I'm not gonna listen to him, like, cause why did you do this to this person? But they not gonna realize, like, when you go off on somebody and like you an artist or something. they not gonna look at it as in like, oh, well, this person was talking about him. They gonna look at you and be like, why did you respond? Like, why did you act like that?
Right.
They not gonna,
because we already know that's gonna happen. We already know there's gonna be people trolling. I mean, it's so common these days on the internet. That's 90% of Instagram comments are just trolls and bots.
Bots for sure, bro.
I'm always getting messages saying promote it on this, promote it on that.
Bro, like literally, bro, like all these fake wannabe pages, bro. Like I'm literally, bro. It say promoted on billboardrecords.usa. Like, bro, what the, bro? Like,
and then right in the suggested underneath it, it'll like show like the billboard or like real shit. And it'll be like, bro, come on, dude.
Nah, bro. Like, it'd be a lot of bots, bro, and it'd be like a lot of them in my DMs. Like, it'd be like fake DJs and stuff. Like, telling about some, bro, you got crazy potential. And I look at it, and I look at the pictures, and I'm like, I'm looking at the days that they posted and
posted them all on the same day.
Like how you post on the same day and then have.
But they all supposed to be different times and shit. But you posted your whole life in one day. Like
on me, bro. And then you have 11.2K followers. How you do that? And you just now posted on Instagram. So
you got 2 likes, and it's like
literally,
what?
bro. Like, come on now, bro. And it's like if you gonna be one of them people and scam and do stuff like that, bro, at least make it look legit, bro. You can't just post all your stuff. At least have the likes. If you gonna buy fake followers and have fake followers, at least when you post your picture, buy the likes to match your following, bro. Like literally,
don't
bro.
give them ideas, bro. We're not trying to help these guys out. All right?
I'm just saying though, bro. Like if you gonna do that, bro. If you gonna be a scam artist, bro, at least be a good scam artist.
Be a good scam artist, yeah.
That like, cause, bro, I get tired of, bro. I literally just deleted like 11 messages out of my DMs, bro, because it was fake bot messages, bro. And then the people that do graphic designs and stuff, bro, I hate when they DM me too, bro, because it's like you charging this much just to scam me when you know you don't do the artwork, bro. Like, don't hit me in my DM, bro. I'll be iffy about that, bro.
Or they'll do it, but they'll have like, it's like they have fake work on their page and then they give you shitty work. And it's like, bro, so you didn't do any of the shit that's on your page. Like,
facts, bro. Like that shit irks my nerves, bro. Like,
that's a big thing though, artists. Like, y'all have to pay attention to that. Like,
pay attention to the, bro, because it can be people that hit you up for like to do your cover
email,
art.
they in your Instagram,
literally, bro.
they in your Snapchat,
and they just want your money, bro. They just a scam artist. That's all why. So pay attention and be iffy for the people that's asking you to do your cover art, bro.
And you're going to learn how people who do real business work as well. Like,
facts,
you know,
bro. Like,
you got to be able to decipher. I mean, I won't say that I'm just perfect at it, but it's been a minute since I got scammed on anything. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty easy to look at shit.
It's pretty easy because I didn't definitely got scammed
like you
a
said,
couple times, bro.
the like ratio and shit, and like their follower ratio and shit like
and
that.
The
like
they
all
post,
of that,
bro, all that come into play, bro. That's why if you want to find like graphic design artists, bro, try to go after like your like an artist that you listen to and try to like if they tag they artists.
Colleges. That's a big place I learned about for graphic design.
Bro.
Colleges, because colleges right now, graphic design is number one. I think across like everything as far as jobs go. Like the number one most needed job, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I believe number one most needed job I think in America right now is graphic designers.
Because a lot of people need cover art.
I know it's scarce.
Not even just music. Cover
not even
art.
just music. Businesses,
like billboards and stuff, bro. People need.
A lot of people don't know how to do that stuff, and there's a huge market to capitalize in that. So if you're somebody who's an artist or anything like that, do it. There's a huge
bro. Chase your dreams.
That's exactly what we mean by take something that you can learn how to do that people need, that is valuable. Graphic design is valuable,
and it's gonna be valuable to you in the end. The end of everything.
Oh God, yeah. So man, but colleges, because that was one thing that I realized about colleges is, you know, a lot of colleges have like a graphic design what is it, like course and stuff like that. You can find colleges. And those are people that are hungry.
It's a girl in my class. She do graphic design. I actually need to hit her up, bro. I need to talk to her so I can get her to do some graphic design work for me, bro. Because
those are people that are
a lot of people, bro.
Those are people that are learning, that are hungry, that are still You know, I'm sure some people after college may not pursue it, and then there will be the people who pursue it. But
I wish I knew how to draw, bro. I wish I knew how to do
me too.
art, bro. Because I promise I'll hop on that bitch.
I mean, I can draw, but I just can't draw. I can't draw what people would buy.
Yeah,
you know,
bro, I ain't gonna fake. I can't draw. Ain't gonna fake. I tried to be a drawing artist before a music artist, bro. I was trying to draw, bro, and it was not going for me, bro. I looked up on YouTube how to draw Superman, bro. That's the only thing I really just drew perfect because I did a step by step.
Yeah,
but some people can actually learn how to draw from YouTube. Like he was saying, it's a lot of stuff on YouTube that you can go find. Like if you want to learn how to do something, you can go to YouTube or go on the internet, and there's it's right in front of your face.
Certified people on there too. I know that some people, like, of course, there are those people on YouTube who have no idea what they're talking about shit like that. But I've seen certified people, like, there's even, like, big studios who have engineered for, big artists or things like that, are credible people. Like, that's another thing. Like, this information is anywhere, like graphic design. Those things, you can learn how to be a graphic designer online right now on YouTube. Almost all of us have a phone these days and can access the internet within a couple seconds. Like, it only takes a couple seconds to get started watching some courses on whatever it is you want to do.
Watching some videos, figuring out what you want to do, bro.
So, shit.
Yes, sir. So, also got another question, bro. This is funny.
What you got?
So, I know you work with, you're an engineer and you work with a lot of artists, bro. A lot of music coming in and out, bro. So, have you ever just had, like, a trash ass artist, bro?
Like, that's got to be
have you ever had to tell somebody like it's bad, or like have you ever told somebody like their music bad? Well, I know you probably haven't because of the business.
It's a tricky position. It's a tricky position for somebody like me to be in when you're in that position, because one of the most common questions that I get is, "You fucking with it, Cam?" Like that's like,
I know I ask that shit a lot.
That's probably the number one question that I'm asked, and I dodge it a lot of times. I just say, I'm not going to tell you whether... I try to make some shit up. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you whether I like it or not. I'll just tell you if I think you can do something better. That's what I always say is, I'm going to tell you if you can do something better.
Bro,
but I'm not going to sit here and judge you or tell you your music's trash, because at the end of the day, there's music that's on top of the charts that I do not like, and I would never just sit there and play it.
Listen, bro. But, they put the marketing, put the money.
A lot of people like it.
They put the money behind, like, once again, bro, it's something, like, if somebody else don't like something, it's definitely people out there that like the music, bro. Like Blueface, bro. I ain't gonna fake, when he first came out, bro, he wasn't on beat for real, bro. But he happened to still.
I remember that was one of the most. I thought we were just going downhill. I thought that was the end, bro. When I was like, bro, no, there's no way. Now we're allowing everybody to be off beat. Now we're about. I didn't know what was next after that shit, bro. That shit caught me so off guard.
Cause bro. But I'm guessing, he put he blew up because of the publicity,
and because nobody really did that. Like, there's people off beat, but he finessed it in a way that it sounded good.
Where it sounded good, and he blew up. But I ain't gonna fake though. Listening to Blueface, even though he was off beat, you still, he be saying some stuff. Like, he kind of be saying some bars in his song. Like, if you just sit there and listen and depict his lyrics out of his song, he actually be saying like some bars, but it just be off beat. So sometimes it kind of throw me off, and I be having to turn that shit off sometimes, bro. But
I'm gonna have to give him a listen. I don't have too much Blueface. He
got a song called Daddy, bro. That bit go stupid. It's with Rich the Kid, bro. That bit go hard, bro. I ain't gonna count. You gotta check that bit out for sure. But
I might. I don't know. I wasn't just too much rocking with Blueface when he came in, man. All I see now is him and that girl. He's been out.
They've been wilding, bro.
They on the news every week. Bro, it's crazy.
Every week, bro, it's something different with them.
I don't know what's going on with all that. I don't know what they got going on.
Publicity stunts, bro. A lot of people do a lot of publicity stunts. So like,
it's gotta be, because they out of love and in love right after.
Especially like if they finna drop like an album or something. Like, maybe Blueface finna drop another album or something, bro. That's probably why.
He's just just trying to stay relevant, just trying to keep. Because it's like, what else is he doing? Is he doing anything?
No, bro. I don't think he's doing anything.
If I see him, it's either he dropped a new song or his girl jumped out of the car on the freeway or something.
Yeah, bro, some wild shit, bro. But so what's your top 3 artists as of today?
Top 3?
Yeah, top 3. You got it. top 3. Top 3.
Top 3.
Matter of fact, top 5. You can do top 5.
Wait, what were you asking about? About the studio, or are you talking about like artists? Like, what are we?
Like artists, like artists.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, shit. You could really take.
I see some Weeknd.
You can take any 5 from these
Scott,
around us,
Kanye,
and that would kind of give
Kid
you
Cudi,
it. But
Kendrick, Mac Miller, J. Cole.
If I just had to pick, I'm gonna say, because they're not complete rappers like Kid Cudi. He's one of them. Like a rapper.
He a different.
Obviously,
artist,
if I'm we'll say artist, but we'll keep it relatively in the rap hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my top. You said top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5. Used to Eminem was number 1 for the longest. That's how I got into rap, was Eminem.
Oh yeah.
Every white boy. You know what I'm saying? Either that or Vanilla Ice. So yeah. So Eminem was number 1, but I gotta say, if we're talking current day, I'm gonna put top 5 is J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Kid Cudi. Dead or alive? Fuck it. Mac Miller. R.I.P. Mac Miller. I got to put him in my top 5. And man, I think I gotta throw Drake in there, man. Like, I just gotta give Drake his flowers, man. I know Drake is you either hate him or you love him, but we gotta give Drake his flowers, man. That man's been on top for so long in the rap game.
Since the grassy boy ain't gonna count, since my boy was in that wheelchair.
We gotta give it to that boy. I mean, he's been relative in the game for a little minute. Like,
facts.
He's gotta be somewhere. If not in your top, I don't know. He's gotta be up there, man.
Facts. Hey, that's a pretty solid list, though. I ain't gonna count.
What would your top 5 be?
My top 5. I'll say Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I was big
Respect.
on Michael Jackson.
I was too when I was younger. When I was little.
I even did a fucking dance competition, and then you had to dance like Mike. You had to dance like Michael at the circus, bro. I came in second, bro, only because the first place winner, he did the moonwalk.
I would have won that. I
I used to
have fedoras at the crib. I used to have fedoras.
Facts.
And I would put on a fedora and I snapped into Jackson-Mio. But I do the spin, the kick, grab my nuts.
On me, bro. I'm talking hitting that on the toes, but I ain't gonna count. But like I say, it'll be Michael Jackson.
Okay.
It'll be Juice WRLD, RP Juice WRLD, bro. That's
definitely a big inspiration for you, right?
Yes, sir. He definitely a big inspiration, motivation. One of my favorite artists, bro. It hurt me when he passed away, bro. But RP to Juice WRLD, but he number 2. Lil Uzi doing his thing right now, and Lil Yachty at number 4. And then for my 5th, I have to say, let's see. Ain't gonna fake.
It's hard throwing that last one in there because you don't want to leave out. You got so many people you don't want to leave out.
It is. I can say Lil Tecca.
Tecca?
Hey, Tecca.
I haven't heard that one before. I'm not gonna.
Hey, Tecca been doing his. Hey, Tecca really be doing his stuff, bro. Hey, and his songs like a vibe, bro. Like,
see, that's another artist. I'm not.
Like you got.
What was his song? The number 1 song that had got him.
Ransom.
Yeah, I think I have that one, but. As far as what he's done since, I haven't really.
Yeah,
but you know me, I'm in the studio 24/7. It's not. I'm in and out with new music and stuff, because I'm constantly creating music. But
so who your top 3 of your studio?
Of the studio? Nah, we can't do that one. We can't do that one. We can't do that one. You know what I'm saying? I already know it's gonna be some hurt feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just bullshit.
But
bro.
what I can say is, I think people who would rightfully be deserving to fit into that category are pretty sure that they, you know what I'm saying? They're pretty sure that they fit into that category. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
bro.
I think that it's kind of implied without people knowing. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get anybody too hurt on here. So, man, let's see. Oh, it looks like we're about to hit an hour right now, so we're really about to have to wrap up. Do you have anything really else you wanted to say before we wrap up?
Shout out, like I said, shout out to some of my, I can't even talk. Shout out to my supporters, bro. Shout out to everybody that support my music. My music is on all platforms. I repeat,
yes, we're gonna have links.
Platforms.
We're gonna have links below.
Cxmmiio. It's not Cxmmiio. It's not none of that, bro. It's Cxmmiio, bro. People been saying Cxmmiio and stuff, bro. It's not Cxmmiio. It's Cxmmiio, bro. Once again, Cxmmiio. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. That's my Snapchat. If you want to add me, bro. And like go stream Dream World, bro. Also shout out to my girl. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my homeboys, bro. Hey, I love all y'all, bro. Like I said, bro, this been a interesting podcast, a fun thing to do. Like he said, bro, we just hopped on the phone call, bro. I was talking about promotion and what I was doing. And he had brought up the podcast to me, and I was like, yes, bro, let's hop on it, bro. Let's do it. So shout out to Cam too, bro. Cam been getting me right, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Come down to Cam's recording studio, bro. He gonna get you right, bro. Shreveport, Louisiana, bro. He gonna get you right, bro. When I tell you, he gonna get you right, cause every time I put my song in like a competition for somebody to review my music, bro, they always talk about the mixing, bro. So come to Cam, bro. He definitely gonna get you right, bro.
And when they say shit, this man makes sure he sends it to me, bro.
Literally, bro.
Love, bro. This man, like,
I didn't call this man while he was eating one time, bro, and I had to tell him, bro. About one of my performances. It was one of my performances. I ain't gonna say which one, but it was one of my performances, bro. People was their music wasn't just mixed as good. It was good, but it's not the mixing. Like if you don't have a good mixing, it's not gonna sound as good as it could be. Right. So I had to tell them, bro, like my mixing was like sounding like better than most people, bro. But like I say, bro,
every compliment this man's got on the mix, he makes sure he relays it to me, and that always helps me with my confidence as an engineer. Because again, I mean, we kind of just started this when I was
when he first was really just starting for real, bro. And
you know what I'm saying?
He was just first starting. I was just first starting to be in the studio, not making music, but I was just starting to be in the studio. And we built a relationship, bro. Built a bond, bro.
Thanks.
Now we locked in, bro.
And sure. I feel like that's why this podcast really went really smooth for our first podcast. After a little bit, after the first couple minutes, because I'm not gonna lie, I had a little butterflies or whatever at the beginning,
man.
But we kind of snapped into this, and this is really like how I want this to go. Is just be that natural talk,
raw,
just
uncut,
not
like.
I may go cut out where you burped a little bit. They ain't even gonna know you burped in that bitch. I'm gonna go cut that bit out.
Like for real, bro. I was stuttering a lot, bro. But it's okay though, like, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's raw, uncut footage, bro.
But after the first couple minutes, we kind of snapped in. It was almost like we were just having a conversation.
None
of this is here.
Literally a regular conversation. This is literally how when I be in the studio and I'm recording, if he not mixing and we talking about music, bro, I literally would just talk to him, bro. We talk about like what we gonna do, like life goals, bro. Like
and then we gotta snap back in because we end up going too. Like we already in studio time and shit. Bro. He like, we gotta get back to work, man.
Bro, and everything that we didn't talk about and that I told him, bro, it's happening and it's in effect right now. I'm doing everything I done told this man right now, bro. I told him I was gonna be doing more performances. I told him whenever I could get the funds, I'm gonna be doing a lot of promotion, a lot of marketing. And I'm doing that now, bro. So it's like everything I done told him, bro. I'm putting in the work. I'm going out there, putting myself out there in front of people, bro. I'm promoting myself, marketing myself, networking with other artists and networking with like promoters and like heavily, bro. Mm-hmm. Literally, bro. You gotta do that in order to achieve your goal, bro.
Right.
Like
gotta push your music, man. Gotta do the work. The studio is like 25% of the work. 75% of it is all the stuff you do outside of the studio. There's plenty of stuff to do.
Thanks,
so, again, though, we're about to wrap up this talk. It was a good talk. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this. If you watched all the way to the end, we appreciate you. Next week, we're going to have another guest on, so be ready for another drop. Next week, I don't know which day yet. We're going to figure that out. But
yes, stay tuned, bro. Hey, my boy finna do big things, bro. In the studio, bro. In the studio, man.
Stop Make sure you tune in. Hey, and we might take this worldwide. Like, I really want to be. If you in Texas,
let's go travel, bro.
If you in Texas, I know we got people. Both of us got people out in Texas.
Thanks,
so if any of y'all are in Texas, make sure you let us know that you want to do a podcast or something.
Any of my people in Texas, any of my people in New York, any of my people in Florida, bro. Any of y'all, bro. If y'all want to do this, bro. I can literally get you in contact with this man, bro. Y'all can set something up, bro. Cause hey, I ain't gonna fake. I don't know about him, but I'm willing to travel to come talk and do this, bro, and actually put in the work, bro. I know he'll put in the work, but I don't know if he want to travel, cause he got.
I want to travel.
He got to do engineering too.
But see, no, I definitely want to travel with everything that I do. I want to be traveling with all the photos, videos, engineering, everything. But It's just, of course, like getting to that point. But you know, if we got shit going on, like we can move around and all that.
Put
But
it in the
this,
work.
like for this, if we were to travel around, it is in the studio. So if we were to travel to another state or something, I would want, as long as say I'm going to Dallas for a podcast, okay, we need to set up in a studio because it needs to keep that theme of in the studio.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Thanks.
So it's definitely gonna be talking to artists, and we're just gonna be talking to people who
get your content
that we can put on, you know what I'm saying? Express yourself, get some content for the page, to promote yourself and let people know who you are. This is a whole over hour of us talking, compared to a little 3-minute song. You can only say so much in a 3-minute song. So I feel like this is a whole nother route of being able to express yourself as an artist. So like I said, we're about to wrap this one up. We'll be back next week with another episode. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned.
Living my life in a dream world. Fucking all over his crush. That's his woman. Oh, his dream girl. 150s and 20s. Yeah, the money come in reverse. Told her little hoe, I'm not a second option.